This is a sales cycle. At the beginning, interest is high, you pitch, the client loves it, that's nice. But as the time passes, the interest drops. And right here, this is what I call the dead zone. This is where ghosting happens. But now everything is different. Welcome back to the show, I'm Ismael, I'm documenting my chaotic journey of building my first startup while running my freelance design business full-time. In the last video I showed you my tech stack and how I've coded my startup in one weekend. But why is everything different? Remember my interest graph over the sales cycle? Well, the game has changed and it wasn't because of me, it was because the situation has changed. Nowadays everyone has their email inbox full, looks like cold outreach has flooded every app that we're in, and lately personalized outreach has been crazy. I don't even know if it's AI or not. We are targeted even if our interest is not there. So we ghost, of course. Remember that graph? Boombye works at the dead zone. But Boombye can also be used on the first reach too if you feel like your open rates are low. So it's not just about one touch point in the sales cycle, it's way more than that. And when I talk about sales cycle, it's not only applied to sales, it's also applied to GTM. I know it's been a trendy concept recently. There are a lot of different definitions about what it means, but I'm going to throw it out there in a really easy way. So look at GTM as a shared effort between multiple teams. It can be marketing, sales, product, development, but in the end they create and execute a common plan to launch something. Their success is based on speed and KPIs. By the way, let me know if there are any interesting tools in your GTM strategy that I should know of. GTM teams are my target, and this was one of the first decisions that I had to take as a startup founder. I'm talking about figuring out what problem was I solving, ghosting, and understand when and how my product could be applied to that. And above all, who would use it? Why I took this decision? GTM teams live under pressure. They have KPIs, they have targets. If the deal drags on for 3 months, they are losing money. The longer the deals, or if the launch gets delayed because of that, money is on the line. It's about making fast decisions and using everything in your power to get things done. The question is, where does Boombye sit in the market? To understand where Boombye fits, we have to look at the modern GTM stack first. We need to understand what GTM teams are using. I know that marketing and sales have evolved a lot, and there are a lot of new tools out there. So let's map the GTM tools linearly. Let's start from the moment that you find prospects until the moment money hits the bank. Starting things off, it's always important to store the sales data into one CRM, so like HubSpot and Salesforce. These are the main tools for the sales process. For prospecting, to find the right person and to enrich their profile, you use Clay or Casper. This part of the stack is really fast because it's mostly automated. For the step 3 outreach, you use Smart Lead and Instantly. This is the part where you send the emails. Then you can use Lavender to upgrade your copywriting and Chili Pepper to facilitate the scheduling. And where does Boombye fit here? Boombye is not a CRM, it's not a prospecting tool, it's not for outreach. So we can say that Boombye is on the optimization part of the GTM tech stack. Now it's just a matter of closing the gap. And closing is the thing here. Well, you're in a stage that you did everything that you could to close the deal. But now you send a static PDF attached to an email to sign, or a generic DocuSign link. This is the moment that the speed suddenly dies. And this is the moment that urgency vanishes too. This is where you lose all the control over the process and now your clients own it. This is why one of my ICPs is to take over the control of the deal cycles and to weaponize the urgency. This is where Boombye stays. It's the finisher, it's the closer. It's taking the momentum built with other tools that you were using and carrying the deal across the finish line. We don't replace the stack, we just complete it. We're not here to make enemies, we're just here to make friends and be an option in every step of the cycle. A quick pause here, I hope you're enjoying the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and tell me in the comments your thoughts about the progress that I'm doing here. Now, given the positioning for the tool, the messaging is focused on pain points during the sales cycles with GTM tools. I am focused on ending with ghosting and playing around with FOMO to take control over the deals. We want to be a tool to close deals, but at the same time revive some dead leads. Let's go on to the design now. So again, I've created a series of slides so that I can show you how the brand looks like. So this is the logo for Boombye. These are some icons that I've developed using AI so that I could have a sense of like the visual language that I can explore in the future. So again, this is really early days, this is quickly bootstrapped, and my purpose here was to focus on building a landing page. The typography that I chose, it's Zalando sans, so this is from the product of Zalando. They launched it on Google fonts. Why use Inter when you have so many options of other fonts to use? So this is the colors for the brand. These are some explorations that I did. This is the LinkedIn cover. This is the product shot. These are some images that I've developed for the websites. Okay, the brand is set. Now we need a place to sell it. Here's the landing page. Moving on to the landing page, Boombye.io. Headline, stop sending proposal that get ignored. This is really focused on ghosting. I just want you guys to have a feel of what the landing page looks like, why using these tools. Since this is really early days and people don't know the tool and it's a little bit difficult to understand the concept, I feel like it's really important to explain it step by step of what it does. So here is a section explaining how it works and how to weaponize the urgency. So it's about creating the drop, setting the link, and then you force a decision. Again, there are some use cases that you can use the tool. So a flash campaign, a wake-up call for the dead leads, cold outreach, you can do a secret demo inside with a video, you can send limited offers with event seats expiring, and again, you can play the intention game if you run a community, you can gamify it, sending secret drops to your community, the integrations where you can use it for your cold outreach, again, the payments, the FAQs, and I got everything ready to launch the landing page and to start selling the tool. So now that we have the positioning decided, the messaging too, the brand and the landing page, it's time to start working on the marketing for the product. In the next video, I'll be covering the decisions that I took for the launch, the marketing strategy, the roadmap, and the next steps for my startup. Is my GTM strategy going to work? I don't know, let's see. I hope you enjoyed the video and see you on the next one.